Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day. A man has died while working in the Barnes Mountain area of Estill County today. We've got the details on that. Plus, a Winchester man has been arrested in a bomb scare plot at a bank. And we've got an update from the legislative session. We're going to take a look at the weather with Sam Ryan. Of course, your sports report with Michael Watkins is still to come, too, right here live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, a man died in Estill County this afternoon while working on brush cleanup for a tree service company in the Barnes Mountain area. According to witnesses, 53-year-old Frankie Jones of Montgomery County just fell over while on the job from an apparent medical episode. That was around 1:30 today. The man was transported to Mercy Health Hospital in Irvine by the Estill County EMS. The emergency room physician and staff pronounced him deceased shortly after the arrival of around 2:30 today. Estill County Coroner Jimmy Wise says no foul play is suspected in the case. On another disturbing case out of Estill County this afternoon, Sheriff Chris Flynn and deputies say they were assisting ATF agents with the execution of a search warrant today when another case of severe animal neglect was discovered. 18 dogs were seized at a residence on Cressy Road. The homeowner, 85-year-old Bobby Osborne, was arrested and charged with 18 counts of animal cruelty. Osborne voluntarily surrendered the animals to the Estill County shelter, who have posted their troubling pictures on the Facebook page. Sheriff Chris Flynn told WBON TV9 that the animal hoarding, neglect, and abuse is the biggest problem they are dealing with weekly in Estill County currently. The local animal shelter in Estill County remains at full capacity, so finding help for the rescued animals is ongoing. Osborne was lodged at the Three Forks Regional Jail. A man in Winchester was arrested Wednesday after allegedly telling a bank employee he was planning to make a bomb. According to the report by the Winchester Police Department, 62-year-old James Bescomer was making a transaction at the bank inside a Winchester Walmart when the bank employee reports he allegedly stated he was creating a bomb. Court documents indicate he allegedly went on to say he was going to bring the bomb to the police department when he completes it, and that he would look in nearby trash cans for bomb parts and would drive to Tennessee for additional parts he needed. Each coroner, according to the arrest citation, also shared with the employee that he had been imprisoned before for making bombs. Finally, before leaving, he allegedly told the employee, "Don't snitch." He was arrested on charges of first-degree terroristic threatening and lodged in the Clark County Detention Center. Well, we have two more updates from the state capitol today. The two bills highlighted in today's Legislative Research Commission reports focus on restricting cell phone usage while driving and offering compensation to individuals wrongly convicted of a crime. With these reports, here are Charles Baglin and Keith West.
Sometimes we need negative incentives for people not to break the law.
That's Senator Donald Douglas testifying before the Senate Transportation Committee on a measure to reduce accidents by distracted drivers. Senate Bill 99, sponsored by Senator Douglas, hopes to improve safety for vehicle occupants as well as cyclists and joggers. Unless done hands-free, the bill prohibits the use of cell phones while driving except for GPS use or emergency calls. A violation of the law would carry a fine up to $100. However, drivers under 18 would be forbidden to use a cell phone, even hands-free, except for GPS and emergencies.
Section number 4 provides that someone under the age of 18 will receive a 90-day license revocation for a violation. And some may look at this and say, that's just entirely too long. Would you say that if it was your mother? Would you say that if it was your daughter who was hit by that driver?
Senator Douglas says the bill also targets road rage, resulting from distracted drivers sitting idle at green lights or otherwise not keeping pace with traffic because of cell phone distraction. Senate Bill 99 was approved in committee and now moves to the full Senate for consideration.
It's a nightmare scenario, being incarcerated for a crime that you didn't commit. Unfortunately, it's a reality for many who are or have been behind bars for years or even decades. Legislation was heard in the House Judiciary Committee that would compensate those individuals who have been wrongly accused and spent time behind bars for a crime that they didn't commit. House Bill 206 would, among other things, compensate those falsely incarcerated $65,000 for every year spent behind bars and $32,000 for every year spent on probation. Also, tuition to a Kentucky college or university would be waived for up to 120 credit hours so that those persons could get their life back on track. The sponsor of the bill, Representative Jason Nemus of Louisville, spoke on the measure.
This is a wrongful conviction compensation bill. I call it their but for the grace of God go I bill. I would like for us, each of us, to put ourselves or our loved ones in their position, because as they sit here today, they are just as innocent of the crime for which they were convicted and served as each one of us are.
Representative Nemus said that there would have to be clear and convincing evidence of innocence before any restitution could take place. The bill passed in committee and now heads to the State House for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Charles and Keith. And of course, we're going to keep you updated with what's going on in that session. Well, today, the Madison County Health Department addressed what they say have been reports that the Madison County Health Department has closed. They stress that this is not true. The Berea office is closed temporarily because of concerns regarding the foundation of the Martha Pride Community Center building in Berea. They say the closure is just a precaution until they have adequately inspected the building to address whether any repairs may be needed. After that is done, they will have more information on the length of that closure at that time. In the interim, there is no service disruption. The Berea Clinic provided telephonic WIC services to the community, and staff will provide the same care for services at the 214 Boggs Lane, Richmond location. For more information, you can visit the Madison County Health Department website and update the information regarding any updates. Well, East Bernstedt Fire and KSP are investigating an explosion that destroyed a small mobile home and severely injured one person. The explosion occurred Wednesday just after 3 at a residence on Glenview Road in northern Laurel County. Kentucky State Police say the homeowner, Shirley Wynn, 66 of London, sustained severe burns covering approximately 80% of her body. She received immediate medical attention and was transported by ambulance of Laurel County to St. Joseph London Hospital before being transferred to a specialized burn treatment facility in Louisville. The Kentucky State Police Trooper Stephen Walker, a fire investigator, is currently leading an investigation. Early findings suggest the explosion may have been caused by propane gas used for floor space heaters. The investigation is ongoing, and both the Kentucky State Police and the East Bernstedt Fire Department are continuing their work. That we're going to take a quick break. A cool day out there in the bluegrass. We've got Sam in the Weather Center with the forecast coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home, and Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information.
Welcome back to Live at 5. We've had a lot of different weather patterns come through. We've got Sam in the Weather Center again and let us know what we're in for the weekend. Here's Sam.
Thanks, Renalyn. Welcome, everybody. As we look back over the past 5 days, liquid equivalent, because I know we picked up quite a bit of snow, but liquid equivalent, we've seen 1.56 inches here in Lexington. Now, I just want to point that out because as we head through Saturday, we'll have the potential of over doubling that. Looking at a good 4 inches, a huge soaking rain event moving in, and flash flooding will be possible here. Now, for the day today, we had quite a bit of cloud cover that is clearing out. We didn't get to see the full moon this morning, but a nearly full moon overnight tonight. Very bright in the sky. It will rise at 7:31 in the east, set in the west at about 8:11 a.m. here on our Friday morning. We'll wake up in the morning, by the way, a cool start to the day, around 20 to 21, top out highs, upper 30s, Lexington, Berea at 42, and Lancaster at 41. So we're waiting on our next system moving in from the west coast. Heavy rain developing here early Saturday morning already. Watch for ponding on roadways. Watch for flash flooding. It's going to be all rain, no snow this time. But then as we head into Sunday, a strong cold front comes through. We may have some lingering moisture, maybe some ponding on roads. We're going to see temperatures fall below freezing in the afternoon, so temperatures falling throughout the day Sunday. Well, that's not the Arctic air, that's the polar air. The Arctic air arrives sometime on Tuesday of next week, so a little bit of a cool stretch next week. It will warm up eventually. Keep in mind our sun angle is about the same as October 25th for this time of the year, and we're gaining just over 2 minutes and 15 seconds of daylight each day. So all that is going to help and limit the worse conditions with the cold snap. There's our system out west. We're going to wait on that. Quiet here Friday. Rain arrives maybe Friday night into Saturday morning. Technically, there is a marginal threat. We could have some strong wind gusts out of a few storms that move through, but training of storms, a moderate risk of flash flooding. That is a level 3 out of 4, or roughly a 40% chance. Again, watching out for slick spots developing Sunday afternoon as temperatures fall below freezing around 5 p.m.
Thanks, Sam. Those are some cold temperatures headed our way again. Of course, you can check out that full forecast anytime at WBONTV.com. It is also posted on our Facebook page. Well, last week was a very special night in Rupp Arena as the members of the wonderful 1975 Wildcat team were honored. The team was runner-up in the NCAA championship that year under Coach Joe B. Hall. You might recognize one Madison Countyan in that photo. Third from the right, there is Madison County resident and current magistrate for the 2nd District on the Fiscal Court, Steve Lockmuller. Congratulations to the team and Steve for that great and deserved recognition. Well, Kentucky State Police responded to a vehicle pursuit yesterday on Kentucky 151 near the Anderson and Franklin County lines. The pursuit ended with a man barricading himself inside his home. A special response team was deployed, and after negotiations, the man surrendered peacefully. He was arrested and taken into custody. No injuries were reported. Kentucky 151 was temporarily closed, but has since reopened to traffic. Well, as we just saw in the weather report, more rain headed our way. Breathitt County residents are bracing for potential flooding as heavy rain is expected to follow recent snowfall. The community is still recovering from the devastating floods in 2022, leaving many residents with lingering anxiety. Dylan Baker, the county's emergency management director, is urging residents to prepare their homes. Temporary shelters are being set up and neighboring counties are offering assistance. Baker emphasized the community's resilience, highlighting their ability to come together during past disasters. For many residents, the memory of the 2022 floods are still pretty fresh. As the rain continues, residents remain vigilant and prepared for potential flooding. Well, a Lexington dancer made her professional debut during the Super Bowl halftime show Sunday. 18-year-old Kendall Hewley, who started her dancing career at the age of 9 at Upgrade Dance Company, told our media partner LEX18 that the experience still doesn't feel real to me. I'm still on a high from it. I never thought I'd be there this early in my professional career. This year's halftime show was headlined by hip-hop superstar Kendrick Lamar. Hewley was encouraged by her agent to audition as a backup dancer in January, a few weeks before the game. She found out she landed the job and to the Big Easy for rehearsals. She said Kendrick was very humble, he was very down to earth, and he thanked us a lot. She just had, her soul was so pure, so nice. She's just an angel. Hewley graduated from Paul Laurence Dunbar High School last year and plans to pursue a full-time career as a backup dancer. Sunday night is just the beginning, walking out onto the field and all those people looking at you. Once I started dancing, all those fears went away. Hewley said it was like it's go time and it's time to do it. She gives credit for her success to her faith in God and herself, and says that what drives her to dance is, I just love being on stage and performing for people, making people happy through my dancing. With that, we're going to take another quick break. We got Michael Watkins coming up next with your sports report.
The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Hammond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Live at 5 today on the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Michael Watkins recaps the win for the EKU women last night and previews their matchup for the men's team tonight when they host West Georgia. All that plus a look ahead to a pair of games on WBON TV tonight as we check in with our sports guy.
We are one step closer to the weekend, and on today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, the EKU men's basketball team returns home for a pair of conference games beginning tonight with a matchup versus West Georgia. The Colonels are sitting just one game out of first place in a mix of 6 teams battling for the top spot, including Queens, who will play Eastern on Saturday at Baptist Health Arena. Tonight's game is Valentine's Day at the Coliseum in partnership with EKU Residence Life, with fun in-game content and Residence Life hosting a Res Life Hall Challenge. Eastern swept a pair of road games in Florida last week, winning by an average of 21.5 points. The 5-game winning streak, which comes at a perfect time for A.W. Hamilton and his team as they fight for conference tournament seeding, and 3 of those 5 wins have come against teams currently tied for first place in the A-Sun. And that streak is their longest winning streak since starting league play with 7 straight wins last season. Turner Buttrey hit 6 3-pointers in the win over Florida Gulf Coast last week, and over the weekend, Jackson Holt connected on 7 triples to help the team blow out Stetson. Those two have combined to hit 52% from 3, 14 of 27 from beyond the arc over their last 2 games. West Georgia is 4-21 overall in its first season as an NCAA Division I program and 2-10 in its first year as a member of the A-Sun Conference. The Wolves have lost 4 straight since beating North Florida 92-72 at home and enter their first ever matchup at Eastern, averaging 69 points per game and allowing 78 points per night. The Wolves forced 12 turnovers per game, which could be a problem for EKU. The EKU women got conference win number 7 last night, defeating Queens University 75-62 on the road. Following that win last night, the team now sits tied for 5th place in the A-Sun and are on the cusp of clinching a spot in the 2025 A-Sun Conference Women's Basketball Tournament for the 4th straight year as a member of the league. They'll look for another win on Saturday when they make the short trip north to face Bellarmine for the first time as in-state conference members, and that game can be heard on 192.5 WEKY with a 1 p.m. tip-off. Tonight on WBON TV, the Model Patriots will seek their 4th straight win as they host Owsley County tonight in the second half of a doubleheader with the Lady Pats. Jackson City, my alma mater, will make the trip from Breathitt County for the girls' game that starts at 6 p.m. In between the 2 games, the school will host Senior Night, honoring the seniors for this year. Well, this past Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, Samantha and I had the chance to talk to 3 high school football players from Madison Central who signed their national letter of intent to play the sport at the next level last week. Bryant Mathis will play at EKU, Sam Farmer will join Findlay in Ohio, and Nate Ogle will play at Georgetown College. And during the show, the 3 players discussed their decision to choose those schools.
Coach Dan Schroeder, he's the guy, my recruiting coordinator for the area. He really was in contact with me earlier in the season when like camps were going on and stuff, and kind of putting that picture in my mind. You know, Georgetown could possibly be a home for you. Just kind of seeing where the season goes. I went on a game day visit, another visit, and I think after that second visit, I kind of went up with my family, and I think I just kind of fell in love with it there. Like it really felt like a home. They got a great program going on there right now, which is very, like, it attracted me to it. But other than that, I got some old friends that go there. So I
Is Nate Story still there?
No.
Is he graduated?
Yeah, he's graduated. So
okay.
he's a guy I talked to a lot about it there as well. And that kind of helped me make the decision for that.
It's in Findlay, Ohio. So it's very northern Ohio. It's
about an hour from Michigan. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So you are up there a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty far up there, about 4-hour drive. But yeah, they their defensive coordinator, Coach Rebholz, started texting me about halfway through my senior year, maybe a little bit later in that. But their whole coaching staff showed a lot of love to me, and continued to check up with me on that. And then I went up for an official visit, and I had been on a few visits at the time, and I was still weighing out my options and just trying to find what that deciding factor was for me. And whenever I went up there on that visit, I felt like a family up there. It felt like it was really a community, and the town itself kind of reminded me a little bit of Richmond.
Okay.
I've grown up around here.
Yeah.
Always kind of grown up in this town. It's always felt like home. And started talking to Coach Day junior year, and he's just a great dude. We always connected, had good conversations. Coach Wells, always liked them, the Colonel family. Felt like home for me, so it felt like the best decision for me.
For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Thanks so much for joining us today here at Live at 5. We have more great programming coming up. We got a double header tonight on WBON TV. Model ladies are going to start at 6. JT Elliott will be on the call. Coverage will follow the newscast on Channel 9 and also streaming. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow, Live at 5.